Hey guys, Hydra here, bringing you my first ever YouTube gameplay, and we're playing the Black Ops 3 beta, which has just been so much fun over the last few days. Unfortunately, it's coming to its end now, but it's coming back on Xbox for another 5 days, which will be perfect to keep it continuing. Here I'm playing the new game mode Safeguard, which they just released this morning, and it's really fun. It's a bit different, a whole new style of play, but I'm loving it so far. As you can see, I'm using the Tempest specialist in this game, which is an absolute beast. I never used to like it at the start, but when you get the hang of it, when you sort of know what you're up to, you can just rack in the kills. As you can see, I started off the gameplay from kind of half time because the games can last for quite a while, and the first half was pretty boring. Yeah. One thing that I did find really interesting about this game type was that you could use kill streaks off the rip. So as you can see here, I had a Hellstorm at the ready that I could just pull out off the start, and here I go for it, and then it's carnage. I don't think it should be allowed to be used off the start, but I mean it's there to be done. So that I think was a 6-piece, which was pretty nice. Anyway, with the game type Safeguard, it's completely new. So what you've got is an offense and a defensive team, and the offensive team, they need to lead a robot through a set path on the map to the defensive team's base, basically like a zone in their spawn. So one team's sort of escorting it, and then as you can see here, our job is to attack it, and you do damage to the robot, which in turn ends up stopping it, and you just try and lag out the game as much as you can for when you're on defense. Especially on defense, you can get a lot of kills from just killing all the enemy who are trying to escort the robot, because you need to be close to it. So it's really good to use the kill streaks that give you a lot of big area damage and specialists. Like for me, I was using the Tempest. I thought that was a really good idea, because you just get one hit on them, and you can chain together about three or four kills, which I think will be. I think I do that in a bit soon, so we'll just have to see. It's actually coming up now that I managed to, once in a while, I get my Tempest any second now, die and then spawn, and I can just about see their whole team coming around the corner off where that robot is. Get a few shots with the Tempest, and I think I end up picking up about 4 or something kills with it, which is awesome. So it's a really nice specialist, especially on this game type, so I'd really recommend that if you're trying it. Apart from the Tempest, as you can see, I'm using a Razorback, which it's honestly an amazing study. I do think it needs to get nerfed. It's probably got a pretty ridiculous accuracy over like long range. It can pretty much be used as an AR. I think obviously it's the beta, so they're looking to tweak a few guns. I do think the M8 as an AR needs a bit of a damage reduction. You see it a lot. You see it giving a lot of almost one bursts in the beta. It's sort of the AR equivalent of this Razorback in terms of how good it is. I just got my wraps, which is that is a beast of a score streak, because these little rolling monster truck wheels that go around the map just destroying. So I'm loving that one. I haven't quite unlocked the Wraith, which just got released today, because they upped the level cap, so now there's a whole bunch more stuff that we can use. There's like the Wraith kill streak. We can use Guardian kill streak now, which should be really fun. I haven't tried that one out yet. With the new level cap increase, we also got given the ability to use Ghost as a perk and the first perk slot, which is honestly a godsend for the beta, considering everybody's using UAV, and that's the only way to counter at the moment. So I've finally managed to put Ghost on, which honestly it's the most noticeable thing. It helps you so much. Yeah, just because of UAV spam that we're seeing a lot at the moment. What else is there? There's the Spectre specialist, which is crazy. It's the dude that runs around with the energy stored as a specialist weapon. I got a chance to use that this morning, and it's interesting. We'll say that it's really rewarding getting the kills, but it's quite obviously, because it's a melee specialist, so naturally it's pretty tricky to pick up kills, because it's not like you have extra health or anything, so you've just got to run around trying to hope that you can melee people. But when you do, you get a really nice lunge, and it does remind me of the old school Halo, the Halo energy sword. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, which is actually an absolute beast. I haven't had the chance to use Spectre's active camo yet though, which actually looks pretty alright. I've seen it being used against me, which is it's actually really effective. You kind of don't really know what you're seeing in front of you when you see that sort of like faded out hologram of someone, but yeah, it should be really nice. I think it's going to be, in terms of both the sword and the active camo, I think the camo will be the better of the two, just considering I don't think it's very easy for people to actually get the melees off with his sword, but it's definitely a lot more fun. So as I was saying at the start of the video, this is my first ever gameplay / commentary kind of thing I've ever done. I did make a montage that's on my channel if you guys want to go check that out, but it's of Advanced Warfare, it's not a beta one. So I suppose I should tell you people a bit about myself, just in general. So I'm from New Zealand. I'm 19 years old and I've probably been playing COD almost 5 years. I started on MW2, so however long that's been, I don't know. I picked up competitive around MW3, and I've been playing with the same team ever since. My team's called Ignitions. We've been around the scene for quite a while, to and from Australia, all around New Zealand, playing at LANs, not doing too bad. We're all 18 now, so we'll be grinding for COD champs coming up in March. The start of this year, we kind of just missed out, going over to LA by a couple maps. We ended up losing like 3-2 twice over, so it's probably the closest anyone could ever be for just missing out. So we're trying to get our redemption this year. So when the game comes out, we'll all be grinding it hard, making sure we do make it over there this time and not fall just short. At the moment, 2 of our players including myself, have PlayStations, and then so just getting the hang of the beta, seeing what it's about, and the rest of us will get it for the actual release in November, and then it's the straight grind from there all the way up to COD champs for APAC and all the qualifiers. So it should be good. As you can sort of see with this game mode Safeguard, it has the potential to be really dragged out, and it's kind of what happened here. We ended up I think we lost the first round, and then so it went overtime, and then you do another 2 rounds of overtime, and it just this was one of my first times playing this, and I didn't even know why it was going on so long. I kept thinking we'd won, and then they just have another round, which is pretty crazy, but it does help getting a lot of kills. So I ended up having a really nice amount of kills at the end of the game, but I'm sure you'll go over Twitter and you'll see people with hundreds and hundreds of kills or something like that. You can just get a crazy amount, but obviously it's a good game type in terms of racking them up. I guess I'll give you my quick thoughts on the beta just overall, and it's pretty simple. I love the beta. It's just so much fun. I really like the specialists, the whole idea of the specialists. I don't think they're overpowered at all. I think apart from this year, just destroying them with the Tempest. No, I think Treyarch have done a really good job of balancing them and not having. You know, you'll get in a game and you'll just see almost everybody's got a different one, which is kind of what you want to see. You don't want to see 1 or 2 of them just overpowering everyone else. A couple of them might potentially be tweaked a bit, but who knows what they'll do for the actual release of the game. But at the moment I love the whole gimmick of the specialists and everything. So there's 9 specialists to choose from, including the ones classified person. So that's 18 different things you can choose, which is just great, I think, for the whole variety of the game, especially from a competitive side. It's gonna add a lot of layers to the game, a lot of layers of strategy kinda. Obviously Treyarch releasing the beta just so they can get the opinions of everybody in terms of what is overpowered in the game. So naturally there's going to be a lot of tweaks between now and November. So I'll just say a couple of things that I think need to change or should be changed. Obviously starting with the stun grenades, which are ridiculously overpowered. Once you're caught in that stun radius, you're as good as gone. Which is, I think everyone would agree that they definitely need to be just changed a slight bit. Potentially also nades as well. I'm not sure if it's just me noticing that grenades are really strong. I do love it when grenades are strong. I'm just not sure if they'll see that as a point to nerf them. But we'll have to wait and see for that kind of thing. I can't really speculate on any of the specialists being changed around. I think they're all really quite balanced. So I can't. I wouldn't have a clue on that, to be honest. Obviously the gun I'm using, the Razorback, it's noticeably the best sub in the game. It's pretty much an AR even. You can see almost everyone in all lobbies these days is using a Razorback, but I do think the M8 also will be getting a slight nerf with this in terms of damage. As it is, we'll just have to wait and see what Treyarch end up doing. I do also hope that they change the toughness, the sort of the inbuilt toughness system in the game before its release. I do like the Treyarch style with no toughness and like quite a lot of flinch and gunfights, but either I'm too used to Advanced Warfare, or it just feels like sometimes it's just too crazy. Sometimes you'll just get hit. You'll have a couple bullets on someone, you know, you've got first shot on them, and then they'll just hit fire you once or something, and then your gun will just fly like it's crazy, and then they'll end up just spraying you down, which sometimes just feels a bit ridiculous in terms of them winning like a gunfight that you think you should be winning. So I'd like to see them just have a little bit less flinch in the actual game when it's released. Yeah, just because at the moment it feels like as soon as you put a bullet in someone, it flicks their gun up in such a way that it puts them right on, like, their aim right on a headshot on you. So it feels like you just take a couple bullets at someone and just gets melted straight back. So I feel that they definitely, well, I can't say definitely, but I hope they look to make it a bit easier on the gunfights, personally. In terms of game types though, it's seeming to be really good at the moment. I've been playing a lot of Hardpoint, which is really fun. The spawns make a lot of sense, they have a lot of flow to them, which is really nice to see. I think Search and Destroy will be good fun in this game. This map, especially Hunted, I feel like it's going to be a really nice Search and Destroy map. As well as that, the snow map that they released, what's it called? Compound, I think. But that should be really fun. As well as what is Uplink and Capture the Flag. I'm not sure of how competitive will deal with Capture the Flag or not, and take it out as they did in Advanced Warfare and keep Uplink in, or have both of them. We'll have to wait and see, but I haven't played Capture the Flag yet, because there's only ever 1% of people playing the beta, and you can just never find a game. And Uplink though seems really fun. It seems a bit different though. The sort of the movement and the ball throwing mechanics, the portal's a bit smaller, but in general it's the same sort of gist with the wall running. It can add quite a lot of depth to the game, which should be really fun as well, which is good to see. Anyway, there's probably only a couple minutes left of the gameplay, so if you did make it this far, I'd love to give you a big thanks. I'd really appreciate it actually if you could give me some advice or tips, or what you liked, disliked, anything about the video, because I'd love to make a whole bunch more for you guys. Just keep improving them, you know. So if there's anything you want to tell me or say, just go ahead, comment even. I'll leave my Twitter in the description if you want to tweet at me. I'll reply to everybody. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my ideas on the game, my thoughts, my gameplay. Yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed that, and give that thumbs up, even subscribe if you're feeling it. Cheers, boys.